Freedom has always been the most important pursuit in my life. And the reason why I say pursuit is because I don't think we are born with complete freedom. Hell, we're not born with any freedom. What am I talking about? When we're born, we are under the wing of our parents and guidance of our parents, and we really have no freedom when we're born. I'm not saying there's anything wrong. We need to be guided by our parents, but we don't have freedom when we're born. Not essentially. And when we get older, that parental freedom is replaced by, or not parental freedom, but parental guidance is replaced by teachers till we are 22. Then that's replaced by government until we die. We always have a daddy figure in our life for an entire life, from our parents to our teachers to the government to our bosses. A constant daddy figure. And most of this goes unnoticed through life. Most people don't think about it in that extreme, but I think that's what it is. I think from the moment we're born, we have a daddy figure telling us what we can and cannot do, telling us how to live. And to me, that is an impedance on freedom. Now, the government preventing you from murdering somebody, okay, I understand. But, telling us what I have to pay taxes for, and if I don't, I go to jail. What I have to support, and if I don't, I go to jail. That is an impedance on freedom. But the question becomes, what is freedom? What is freedom really? And I'm going to use a quote here by Epictetus, which says, "Is freedom anything else than the right to live as we wish? Nothing else." Which I think that is the basic statement of freedom. The right to live as we wish. I've gotten caught up in many traps that society has set for us, in the illusion that the thing was the freedom in a way. If I was a multi-millionaire, I'd be free. If I was, had, my own house and, woman or whatever, I'd have freedom because I'd have all these things that, exemplified my choices. But a lot of many things detract from your freedom, which seems counterintuitive. For example, being a multimillionaire is not the definition of freedom. It's not a real freedom creator, because you have to ask, well, if it took your whole life grinding to get multi-millions, or if you're doing some shit you didn't really like to get the multi-millions, that's not really necessarily freedom. You're not doing what you wanted to do to get there, and it took your whole life. You had to burn your whole life to get to it, and most of that was based on the idea that, people think you're cool if you're a multi-millionaire. There's a lot of external ramifications of trying to be a millionaire, with the false conception that that's freedom. And then owning your own house, that's not freedom, because you have to do a mortgage for that. Unless you somehow won the lottery, you can have a mortgage. That's not freedom. Marriage, that certainly the fuck isn't freedom. I mean, you got your own wife, right? But that's not fucking freedom. We all know that. Children, back in the day, maybe they would provide something, but not these days. It's a 18-year loan you're paying back to raise them to 18, maybe another 5 years, probably on top of that. And then, most kids this generation are pretty much just consumers and don't produce anything for the family for the most part. So, none of these things that we think exemplify freedom and choice really give you much freedom, Because like I said, referring back to the quote, freedom is just the right to live as we wish. So the question becomes, what do I need to live as I wish? What do you wish to do with your time, with your life? That could be the pursuit of hobbies, learning musical instruments, travel. It could be a myriad of things as the way you wish to live your life. But to get that point where you wish to live is not necessarily a straight path, but it's not the path that we're told to take. I'll tell you that much. You don't need millions of dollars to be free. In most cases, you need much, much, much less than that to do what you want. For me, I need to make about $100,000 a year to do what I want. That's my minimum to have the lifestyle that I want. And very achievable. You know, if I put a little bit of work into it, it's achievable. And I want to do other things though. You know, I want that basic income so I have range of motion. But I don't want to go into an office. Fuck that shit. I'm not going to an office because that's not freedom to me. So I built my career in a way where I don't go into an office. You know, I want to do things with my time that I'm passionate about. Like I'm enjoying doing these little broadcasts. I really enjoy that. So I'm going to do that. That's living as I wish. I'm going to learn musical instruments because I enjoy that. That is me living as I wish. I'm going to travel. I'm going to buy certain things that I enjoy, like my car, because that's me living as I wish. But none of those things are based off of what I'm told is the freedom American dream, yada, yada, yada. They're not illusions of freedom. They are freedom. They are me living as I wish, without a contract, without a debt burden, without, giving up my rights, at least willingly. It's me living as I wish. And it's a lot simpler to get to than you would think. You know, it's not all based on millions of dollars or anything like that. It's simple as taking the action to do what you want. Like I said, these videos I'm making, these broadcasts, you know, I'm not famous because of these, but this is me expressing my life in the way that I wish. And it was as simple as plugging a microphone in and talking. I wanted to learn piano. I rented a piano. It was as simple as writing a check for $50 to put it in my house. Living as you wish is usually very simple as long as you avoid pursuing the freedom traps, as I would call them, that society impedes on you, as in, this is what you should want, this is what you should do, this is what will make you happy, because this is what we think is best for society. Which we all know is a bunch of bullshit, basically. So all I'm talking about here is that I think freedom is the best thing that you can put your sights on as a human being. You know, people will say, oh, you're selfish, you know, you just want to be free and happy. Well, the people who say that are the ones who are not free. They're the ones who are angry that they got themselves into these fucking burdens that they can't escape until they die. That's why they call you selfish, because they're mad they fucked up. So the most noble thing you can do is pursue your freedom to live as you wish, whatever that might be. But take the time to really evaluate what it is that you wish to do. How do you wish to live? Not how someone else says you should live, not how, you know, society programs in your head how you should live, being famous and millions of dollars and yada yada fucking blah shit. So take the time to sit down and think about how you really wish to live, and just take action to go in that direction, and don't apologize for it, and be free and enjoy life, and don't be guilted or shamed into how you should fucking be. Alright guys, I hope this was, you know, a positive video in some way. Have a great day, guys.